Hello everyone, and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. I went ahead and just slept off camera, so we didn't have to watch that little cutscene, and we are in March. So let's go back to the roller coaster. I think we're in step 5, and this step looks to be kind of unique. Like, after this, we just kind of do, I think, 5 or 6 steps that are the same in a row until the end. But the nice thing, at least according to like the charts I was seeing online, all these steps now require a lot less wood than the first few. So those first 4 that we just finished take the most amount. And now everything else takes like almost half, it looks like. So I think we're doing well, and I think these next steps will go faster. We just have to do a bunch of little things that we don't quite have set up. So prefab wall we'll probably just buy, because we'd have to take lumber to the sawmill. I guess we can just check that over here. So yeah, we would need almost 4,000 lumber for a pallet. I guess we have that. Okay, Gertie's getting restless, but we still need wood beams, so I'm kind of torn. I'm just going to keep it on wood beams. We can buy prefab, that's fine. Floor tiles, wood beams, all good. So chair, table, shingle, barrel, bucket. Let's go to let's go into this menu and figure out how to make all those things. So I'm assuming they're going to be over here in the Platinum expansion. All right, barrel factory. There's barrel, buckets, furniture. That makes sense. There's chair. Then shingles. Oh, shingle factory. Makes sense. And I think that's it. Chair, table, shingle, barrel, bucket. So we need furniture, shingle. And what was the bucket one? What made buckets? Barrel factory. All right, so we got to spend money. So there's the barrel factory. We'll buy it. Luckily we have money. Furniture. Okay, we need the shingle factory. The other good news, I think this is it for production. That's actually kind of a cheap one. That's good to know for like your own playthrough if you want to get started right away. It's only 70 grand. Let's look at the production real quick on the shingles. Oh, you do need a sawmill. So you have to give it long planks, but then you get about 2.5 times the amount of shingles. While we're on this track, let's see what they sell for. Not a ton. How much you plank longs? But again, you get about 2.5 times the amount from that. And look, there's the roller coaster. So we actually make quite a bit. And then we need furniture. Okay. We now own the town, I think. We didn't even have to take out a loan. And what don't we own? We own the flooring, right? Didn't we have to do floor tiles? Yeah. That was a long time ago. We didn't have to do pet accessories or art accessories, but I think everything else we're going to use. Okay, so let's check production. We need barrels and... We need barrels and buckets? I should have written this down. Barrels and buckets. Buttons and bows. Barrels and buckets. So we don't want bathtubs. Gertie, you don't have to hit the microphone every video. Barrels and buckets. We need shingles, and then we need chair, table. That's it, chair, table. So we'll get rid of armoires. And we can, so if we give it plank longs, we get 2.5 times. If we give it planks, we get 2 times. So if I just give it planks long, just keep everything the same. Barrels, buckets, plank longs, and metal. Oh, that makes sense. And then shingles, just planks longs. So we'll do planks longs and metal. You ready for this? Need to find this. We can get rid of the straps. Cool. Okay, here we go. And you can tell those numbers are all pretty small, like they're all under a pallet. So if we can just load these production plants up, we might be able to bucket through a few steps, like in one or two fell swoops. Is that the right term? I know we're cheating a little here because we're just going to use the old strong mod, but we might as well just clean this up. I don't think we actually will need this much metal for barrels, but then we'll have it. Now, which one's the barrel factory? Is it this one down here? So this should be all we have to do with metal. Probably wouldn't hurt to do a quick metals trip just for money's sake. Oh no, geez, we have a lot. One thing we can do just to make sure we have some on hand if we actually do need some. We'll like let it finish kind of restocking. That way we don't get to a point in the game where we need metal and then we have to like go run to get iron, and we'll just have it. Then we'll have it. And then we'll start selling again once that's filled. But my gosh, production is slow. I don't know if production is slow or selling is slow. But it feels like forever ago that we filled this up. Don't tip! Okay, that's really heavy. Ooh boy. Whoa, alright. Probably wouldn't have been too big a deal since we do have those straps, but I just hate doing it. And this one's going to be easy because we can actually just drive this right in. And we'll check it. Oh yeah, 5,000. We only need 25 for 340. I think I changed my mind. I think we're just going to sell. Where is this? Let's just sell. I think we're going to have plenty of metal. We could probably actually sell this, but I think for now I'm just going to unload it. Yeah, we are really stocked up. If we ever need to sell it, we can kind of remember that we have a stash here. And we'll actually put one in. Hopefully this won't break the game, but then as it gets used, it'll use that. Metal is taken care of. And now let's go buy as many long planks as we can afford. If we have to take out a loan, I'm fine with it. I just want to load up And we'll probably sleep and let them produce. So I noticed the Farming Simulator 23. That doesn't sound right. It's Farming Sim 23. Are they off a year? Because this is Farming Sim 22 and it came out in 21. But it is 23. Did they just announce 23? So I'm gonna be driving poorly because I'm looking this up like on the fly because I am doubting myself heavily here. Probably won't be able to find. Oh, you know what? I can go to my history. Yeah, Farming Simulator 23 was announced. That's weird. You'd think it'd be Farming Sim 24. Anyway, there's an announcement trailer on the Giants software channel this morning. It's like 29 seconds long. It's literally just, there's really nothing, but it is just the mobile and Switch version. Okay, how many can we buy? 10. Spend as many as we can without taking out a loan. Yeah, so it's just the mobile Switch version, which I don't think I've ever played. I think I owned one at one point, just never actually played it. I think just because I play enough on PC, I don't have much interest in doing more, so... But if that is your jam, if you are a mobile Switch Farming Sim player, you'll get a new one. Again, the announcement trailer, all it said was like there's a bunch of new vehicles, 2 new maps, which actually is always my favorite part of releases. So, but they didn't say anything about the maps or the vehicles. It was like 28 seconds, just announcement. So, yeah, if more news comes out, I'll probably talk about it more or maybe do separate videos. I'm not sure, but try to follow it a little more closely than I did 22. Literally every time. Every time. Okay. We have a lot of planks to load. Let's see, I did go ahead and I did beat that mission on StarCraft I was like complaining about. It ended up being the final mission of the Terrans, so I guess that kind of explains why it was like a little more difficult. It actually wasn't that difficult once I went back to it. I just had to like... Basically I just built like a couple battle cruisers to help assist, because the other side, like the enemy, had battle cruisers, and I didn't really have an answer, so it was a pretty easy like little change I just had to make. And I, of course, the science vessel, because they had ghosts that kept nuking me, so it wasn't too difficult once I got back in. Wrapped it up, and now I'm like on mission 8. So there's 10 missions for each race. I'm on mission 8 of the Zerg right now, and to clarify, this is StarCraft 1, like remastered, not StarCraft 2. Yes, mission 8 is I keep hearing it's not difficult like this game, but I must just be really bad at it, because I'm trying to break the Protoss base, and then all of a sudden they have these, I think they're called Reavers. I don't quite remember because they're only in StarCraft 1 and I haven't played the Protoss yet, but there's like big slug looking things that shoot out balls that explode, and so those plus this mission has like Templars, which can do Psy Storm. Like I don't have an answer. I have Guardians, I have Ultralisks and Hydralisks, and they just are getting chewed up. And I don't. There's no lurkers yet, because I think lurkers are Brood War maybe only. I don't quite remember. But I am just like... Maybe I'm going in too quickly? I don't know. I saved it and got a little tired of getting blown up, so... Hopefully we'll be wrapping up Zerg here in a day, and then I hate Protoss. I hate playing against Protoss, and I hate watching Protoss competitively. But I do love playing Protoss. I'm excited to get to the Protoss mission. But then by then Octopath Traveler 2's out, because that's out tomorrow. So I think I'm going to buy it. I got an hour left of the demo. I'm going to check back one more time just to make sure. I want to spend $60, because that is it's not nothing. Are we doing this? I think we're doing this. Who saw that coming? Joe Biden. Oh my gosh, that's who. Oh, that's strange. How do we feel about this? I know I feel good. Rotate. Can't quite get it to rotate how I want. What is happening? That'll work. Nope. Nope. Okay. Please rotate how I want. You can get some more on there. I got the skills. We got, what, 3 more? Think we can do it? Oh yeah, so Octopath Traveler 2, like I quickly added on at the end of last episode, but yeah, they added 2 cool things to this one, because at first I was like, wait, they're the same classes, with like the same skills, which means the gameplay is going to be the same. And Octopath Traveler, like, I mean, it's 8 different stories, and they're all fine, but it's not like compelling. I honestly couldn't tell you what the stories were for any of the characters, because that was like 3 years ago. Or how long ago was that? 2 years ago? 4 years ago? It was a long time ago. But they added 2 things, pretty simple, but like, I guess I can put pallets together like this, except I'm stuck. They added a night mode, so like enemies are more challenging at night, which is nice if you want to like grind. But there's also a second, like, I don't remember what they call them, but there's like these skills that you can use like just in the world, like PvE skills. So like I'm playing the Apothecary, so he can acquire to people, and basically that just means like people will give him information for free, and sometimes that information like will reveal a hidden item, or will give you like new weapons in the weapon store because of what they disclose, something like that. That was in Octopath Traveler, that was his only skill, was acquire. In this one, the Apothecary is a woman, so now her skill is that, acquire, but then every class has a second one that happens at night. So the Apothecary's nighttime skill is an acquire. It is, I don't quite remember what it's called, but basically you like, it's soothe. So you give people like medicine and it like puts them to sleep. And to go between night and day, you just hit R2 or Z2, ZR, whatever it is. You don't have to like sleep or go in, you just hit a button, it changes. In town, out in the world, it's super easy, just one button, you go between them. So that's cool. And so all 8 characters have like a secondary thing, so that adds a lot to it. Where am I going? Where do we want to... Do we want to give like 3 per... I mean, we don't need to give a lot to here. This is going to make a lot. Shingles, we need not too much. Chairs, tables. Probably need more at the furniture because we need 2 types of furniture. Well, I guess we need 2 types of this too. So we have 13, 3, 6, 9. Let's give 4 each, and then I'll give 5 to the shingles. I like Makes sense to me. So yeah, this doesn't... Okay, let's go, yeah, 4 each and 5 to the shingles. And then the second thing they did is they added latent powers, they call them. And basically it's just like a superpower. It charges up whenever you get damaged or when you break their shield. And then you can use it. It actually charges up pretty quickly. So it's one of those superpowers you get to use kind of a lot, which is nice. You don't have to like save it. You can just use it almost all the time. It's wonderful. So for the apothecary, his latent power is, I don't remember what it's called. But it lets you concoct your medicines during a fight, which becomes super powerful. It lets you do it for free, which is awesome. And then you can couple that with your bonus and, you know, do just tons of damage or healing for free. And it's wonderful. So I don't know what the other characters are because I haven't gotten to them yet. But those two little things, and again, just going into nighttime mode to like grind is really nice. Yeah, it was really effective how those two little changes made a difference. We'll see if the stories, the biggest complaint from people on the last one was that the stories never came together. And it was true. Like you had eight characters, 8 paths, so 8, Octopath, 8 stories. And I guess you just kind of assume like, oh, at some point they'll all like connect somehow. That was not the case, which was fine. Again, the stories are fine. I don't remember them, but that's not unique. Like I don't remember much detail about kind of any game I play, 5 years later. So it's not really a knock against it. But I am hoping in this one they somehow tie together. I know it's really difficult to have like 8 stories tie together by the end, but it would make it really, really awesome if there's like something that tied them together. If not, that's fine. Like I'm not expecting it, so I'm not worried about that. But I just love the mechanics. I love the combat. I love like those like PvE skills that like let you interact with people in the world to unlock things. It's so cool. And then using them to like do side quests. It's just super fun to play. And that's what I like in a game, is play over mechanics, which is why I am a Dragon Quest fan more than a Final Fantasy fan. Because Dragon Quest you get to play the game, and in Final Fantasy you get to watch the game. So okay. We now have delivered all the things, I think. So we're going to take a little nap and then see what's produced by the morning. This is why I did it off camera. It does take a while. Okay, production. Let's just go look. Cool. So we have 3,000 shingles, and now let's go into production and see if there's any... Nope, so we have 3,000. Here we have... Oh, that's actually just taking a long time. Awesome. So we got some barrels. Wait. Yeah, barrels and buckets. Cool, cool, cool. I like it. I have not seen these yet. And then, what did the shingles even look like? I literally just kind of saw the pallet and ran away. I don't remember. Okay, nothing too exciting. And then furniture. We have... Oh, tables. I was like, what is that? Yeah, and chairs. Awesome. Okay, so next time we'll actually deliver those and probably just keep... And look, we have $83,000. I'm not really sure where we got that money, but we got it. Sold products. Okay. Awesome. I'll take it. And that's today. I do think we're going to start chewing through this roller coaster a little faster. But yeah, we are definitely going to be finishing up. I am excited. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe below, and of course, have yourselves a very nice day.